I'm therapeutic case manager for our Youth Haven emergency shelters.
And I'm the outreach coordinator.
And I work in the development department.
I'm the administrative manager.
I'm the youth employment specialist at Friends of Youth.
And my formal title is Vice President and Chief Operations Officer. Friends of Youth is a youth-serving organization that provides a range of services to youth. I think that's one of the unique and special characteristics of Friends of Youth, from residential treatment at Griffin Home, therapeutic foster care, emergency shelter for runaway youth, transitional living for teen moms, transitional living for single young adults 18 to 24, mental health counseling, chemical dependency counseling, parent education, Healthy Start home visiting for young moms, youth development for all youth at the Kirkland Teen Union Building, and younger kids at the Redmond Elementary School, where we do the neighborhood schoolhouse program. They're youth that we're seeing at our overnight shelter for homeless young adults.
We've been in foster care for a little over 10 years now.
Just about, yeah.
About 10 years.
I have a big thing with gardening with my kids because I feel like they learn about planting seeds both in the ground and in here. Not many kids have ever planted a garden or watched that seed that looked like nothing develop into a 15-foot sunflower seed, and they're just like, they did it. They started this by their caring, their little digging in the dirt, and how much they can actually do. They have no idea. I always said, you should come back when you're 25. You could bring me some yellow flowers. And he said, I will do that. And so I've never given up, thinking, someday I'll still see him again.
There will come a time when you can dream, that the dreams will come true. And giving them that hope, I think, is the most important part of the work we do.
When they come to our shelters, sometimes they're shut off, sometimes they're very open, but we're able to build relationships with them and to provide them support in some pretty creative ways in the day-to-day. And pretty wonderful sometimes to see between the day that these kids come in to a month, 2-3 months later.
Sometimes youth take 2 steps forward and then 1 step back, but focusing on those 2 steps forward makes all the difference.
If you're struggling, that doesn't mean you're always going to be struggling.
There's a lot of resources available for foster kids. They just wait too long to start accessing them. If you start early enough, any foster kid could do pretty well out in the world.
Within a week, less than a week, I got a phone call back, and I think that the next day I got an interview and signed some paperwork, and I was in.
In my experience, Friends of Youth not only provides service and a sense of cohesiveness for clients, but also for staff.
Friends of Youth has provided a very supportive organization where from all sides I'm being encouraged and being trained constantly.
Friends of Youth has helped me open doors to my future through education. They've just given me support and just be stronger as a person.
Since I've been here, I'm really driven. I'm inspired by the other girls. It's really nice to have that support system. My case managers, they're very supportive and helpful in anything that I need.
Then another big chunk of outreach is actually doing street outreach. So we have a van, we call her Big Bertha. We spend about 25 or 30 hours a week driving around, going to spots where youth congregate to hand out food and warm clothing and really start to build relationships and trust with youth on the street. So we go as far north as Bothell and Lake City, as far south as Renton, and as far east as North Bend.
We have a 5-night shelter. We are not open 2 nights a week for lack of resources, and we would love to be able to open 7 nights a week.
However small your community is, there might be kids there who need your help, and we might be right next door to give the help that you need. You'll never know if you don't reach out, and we'll never be able to provide that help when you reach out if you haven't given us the financial support that we need. To donate, there are different things you can do. It's not just financial donation. You can always give us in-kind donation. What that means is you can give us things, material things. You can give us blankets, you can give us toothpaste, you can give us canned food, things that can be stored for longer periods of time.
My dreams would be that the youth grow up and are successful, that they are able to be independent, that they're able to be in a caring relationship, that they're able to have healthy families themselves. That's long term. Those are dreams, that they have every opportunity to have the things that everyone wishes for.
Little by little, we're making big differences in these youth's lives and in our community.
And you're helping them in ways that I may not be able to see immediately, but hopefully in the future.
That Friends of Youth is a real avenue in order to make that happen. Friends of Youth is a place to be.
Don't wait till the last minute.
It's a really good program, and you can really get on your feet, and it's a leg up. It's like the first step to success, and I would recommend it to anybody. Yeah.
It's like home.
Give us a try. It's hard to ask for help sometimes.
I'm going to BCC. I'm a film major.
I plan on going back to school and trying to get my medical assistant.
At university, finishing my master's degree.
Take all the things that our staff have taught them and become successful young adults in the community, and maybe even give back later when they're able to.
I would like to thank Friends of Youth for all the support they've given us in the past, and hopefully it will be there in the future.
Friends of Youth.
Friends of Youth.
Friends of Youth.
www.friendsofyouth.org.